Memphis versus Memphis Tigers versus Marshall, John Burns,
On the banks of the
Peabody.
Mississippi River, home to the king of rock and roll and also the Memphis Tigers, where the fans have moved the party from Beale Street and are ready for kickoff. We've got a sensational matchup for you. Fans have been filing in and getting ready for this game. As we'll see a squad from the Sun Belt, the Marshal Thundering Herd, taking on a team from the AAC, the Memphis Tigers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get this thing started. Memphis will kick it off to get us underway. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Thundering Herd offense takes the field for the first possession of the game. Here he comes, and obviously defense is always going to be aware of a quarterback, but boy, he finds a way to put defenses on their heels all the time, David.
I mean, what can't he do? He's got the weapons, he's got the confidence, he's got the experience. Jesse, these kind of guys are so hard to defend.
You're right. They better be able to find a way to get pressure on him, because if they don't, this is going to be a long day.
Now they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13.
Scratching me. Scratching me,
Run
boy.
from the gun. Strong run to get it out to the 21-yard line. A pickup of 6.
It's really frustrating when you get a guy in his spot. He's in the hole, he's there to do his job. And you can't get the guy on the ground. That's your job. Get him on the ground. You know, especially a guy that's not a huge back. You got to make that tackle. You can't make it easy on the offense when now they got a manageable situation.
On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. And he dropped it, just didn't put the thing all the way in.
Just got to wonder, too, guys, if the crowd didn't impact the offense. They're playing on the road on the first 3rd down of this football game. Incomplete. The idea here, I think, just punt it away and see if you can regroup, because this environment is hostile.
Marshall will be forced to punt. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. Slips through the line. Looking for running room, he'll get it to the 43-yard line before he stopped. So the Memphis Tigers offense headed onto the field. Our first look at them today. As we take a look at our impact players for this game, David, what do you look for to make an impact from your leaders?
Your leaders not only have to lead the football team, but they got to step up and make plays on the field, keep everybody calm. These guys typically do a really good job of it.
Yeah, David, and they also generally set the tone for their respective football teams. Regardless of which side of the ball they play on, the teammates look towards them to step up in big games like this.
After the first down completion, it's 2nd and short. Quarterback on the keeper. And the Tigers have enough for the first down.
This quarterback does an outstanding job in his preparation, watching film and understanding when he has to pull the ball on these types of run plays. Great job keying on the defender and quickly making the right decision to pull it and then go get north and get the first.
The offense setting up shop at the 46, 1st and 10. He'll try to pop the draw. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Yeah, the offense was trying to go draw and make it look like pass, but I'll tell you, the linebackers weren't fooled. They came down hard quickly, got into the backfield, and got the tackle for loss.
Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Now the play fake. Fires to the middle. A strike downfield. Chopping up this defense, and they've got it all the way down to the 23.
And a nice job working the middle of the field. I think it's so important to keep defenses honest, and you can't just dink and dunk outside. You got to work the middle. Great job finding this wide receiver over the middle of the field.
Memphis wants to move quickly. They go to the ground. Bulls his way forward. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Man, he tried to do all he could. He broke one tackle, but my goodness, guys were hitting him left and right in the backfield.
This is a staple for any good defensive coordinator. They want their guys to swarm to the football, to gang tackle. If one guy misses, another one's there.
No doubt. And the staple for the offensive coordinator or the offensive line coach is block those guys. Don't watch them tackle on guys.
Brought down after picking up 3 down to the 22.
I like feeding my guy. I like getting my running back touches, feeding him the ball so he can break some of those big runs. But I'm also okay with these little ones. Set the tone, stay balanced.
Let's see what they've dialed up on 3rd and long from the 22. To the air, it's Hennigan. Throws to the wideout. He's got it. He's run out of bounds after the big game, and they are in business. 1st and goal. This dude is just exceptional in every facet. So fluid, such a great route runner, and a big play there.
And money down, 3rd down, find him. I mean, you want to find that matchup because he's going to win, and gets a good release, gets down the field. You see that's your playmaker, that's your guy. Get it to him, get the 1st down.
A 1st down run in the red zone. And he'll take it in. Touchdown, Memphis!
And they just keep feeding it to their workhorse back to open this game. Great job in the open field. He's got tremendous vision. He can make people miss. You saw all of that on display here in the opening drive.
He'll try to tack on one more. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. They marched 56 yards to the end zone, and they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. He'll start the return inside his 5. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. Marshal takes over the ball, the Thundering Herd offense coming out. Last time, David, it was 1-2-3 kick.
The last drive, that 3 and out, sometimes that puts your defense in a bad spot, and you got to get a drive together here so you don't wear the defense out.
I just think, David, too predictable, that last drive. They got to do something here to get this defense on their heels.
Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. He's looking to throw. Catch in the middle. It's Chapman. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the 1st. Now on 3rd down for this offense. That's the end of the quarter, and Memphis has the lead. 1 period in the books, and let's take a look at the stats. Heading in the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the 2nd. They'll try to muscle their way forward on 3rd and short from the 29. From the gun, wants to pass. Grabbed over the middle, it's Brown. And boy, is he close to that 1st down, maybe just a couple of inches short. They were really hopeful he could make a guy or 2 miss and pick up the 1st down, but he comes up a little short.
Yeah, and it's great defense. It's defense understanding where the sticks are, not missing tackles, getting the guy on the ground quickly. Really nice job by the defense understanding the situation.
Bringing it back, it's Drake. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. Memphis has the ball back and the offense ready to go to work. Man, what a drive last time for the touchdown. That passing attack fires into traffic, intercepted. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
Some defensive players just have a knack. I've played with guys throughout the course of my career that you can't coach it. It's not speed, it's not strength. It's literally, I know when to break on the football, how to go get it, and how to pull it in. It's just a knack.
Okay, so here comes the offense returning to the field. Moving the running back, forcing the defense to adjust. Flips it out to the back. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
This offense is going to try and stretch the field vertically and horizontally. They did there throwing it to their running back, but the defense, they were in perfect position to make that play for no gain.
And here comes the offense on second down. He's looking to throw. Out of the backfield, he's open. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short.
And you see so many smart wide receivers, so many smart tight ends nowadays that they know where the holes in those zones are, and they work with their quarterback, and they find them, and they sit down in them and make big plays. It's tough to sit back in zone against such smart players nowadays.
He'll keep it himself. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, this defense knew that they were going to be seeing some option in this game, and right now everybody's doing a nice job playing their assignments. On the third play of that drive, they were expecting it, and everyone communicating and all rallying to the football. That was nice to see if you're the coaching staff.
And on fourth down, they'll try to salvage the drive with a field goal. He boomed it through, a 50-yard field goal showing off that powerful leg.
Well, it's a good news, bad news scenario. You got the pick, and you would have liked to have paid that off with a touchdown, but because the drive stalls out, they're still happy to get the field goal.
So after the made field goal, they'll kick it away and rely on their defense. On the run from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, that they get him on the ground at the 20. Here comes that Memphis offense back onto the field. Caught over the middle. It's Taylor. They make the stop right there. Good pickup, but still short of the first down.
And that RPO play was run to perfection. The run fake forced and sucked the defense up, and a nice job on the route by the receiver, not telegraphing that he was breaking to the inside on the slant.
Now on second down. Fast motion from the offense. Anderson with the carry. Out across the 30 to the 39 after getting 10 on that one.
And here we go. If you're an offense, you got to get that ground game going so you can have some balance, and then you give it to your quarterback, Palmer, and let him make some plays down the field later on.
Yeah, exactly. And coming into this game, this offense knew they were going to have to some way, somehow, at least establish a semblance of a running game for exactly what you just said. You got to be able to use play-action pass later in this game to get some explosive plays down the field, and it's a play like that we just saw, which can help them get that going.
From the 39-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Back to throw, it's Hennigan. Finds his tight end. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain.
That's just a very easy, comfortable throw for the quarterback. He knows he has his big target, the tight end, running across the field on the drag. Nice play.
Line getting set on second down. He's looking to throw. He looks that one in nicely. Dragged down at the 43, but they've got it in enemy territory. They picked up 10 and give him a first down.
This offense is clicking, and clearly everything is working. The offensive coordinator's calling good plays. The quarterback and his unit is executing. And this defense right now, they have no answers.
The Tigers have it with a 1st and 10. He wants to throw. Gets it out fast. He is delivering the blow while running the ball, and he gets it to the 39.
Hey, I'll tell you what, that slot receiver, he may not be the biggest receiver in the world, but he is shifty, and he runs really good routes. You saw it on that play.
Offense gets set for second down. He'll just keep slinging it. Fires to the tight end. Gets away from one, finds some space. Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on first down.
Another first down. Man, this defense couldn't stop a nosebleed right now. It's that bad.
Just outside the red zone, 1st and 10 from the 21. He's looking to throw it. He's got the tight end. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play.
Well, this tight end, he's got size and he's got some athleticism, and he's very difficult to cover one-on-one. Defense is going to have their hands full with him today.
Memphis hoping to take advantage of this red zone trip. Looking to throw, it's Hennigan. Gets it out quickly. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. The offense will stop the clock and use one of its timeouts. On 1st and goal, let's see if Memphis can get it in the end zone. From the gun. Lets it fly. Pulls it in the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers!
Tell you what, as a defensive back, as a defensive player, you know down here near the goal line, I got to get tight on my guys. I can't give away the easy stuff like that. Too easy near the goal line for that pitch and catch.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. So it's an 80-yard drive, and they finish things off with an 8-yard toss for the score. They got the late touchdown on the board, now about to kick it away and hoping the defense can keep them from answering. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Marshal offense makes its way back onto the field. Now they're backed up here, Jesse. Wonder how aggressive they're willing to be.
I think it's going to come down to how much confidence they have in this quarterback and his decision-making, because you cannot throw an interception at this part of the field with this little time left.
And I think that's conversations you've had with the young fellow on the sidelines, being like, what are you comfortable with right here that we can run? Maybe stay aggressive, but make sure I don't make that mistake.
Clock winding towards 0. They'll get one more snap off. Looking to move it through the air. Got it in the middle, it's Chapman. They'll knock him down, and that'll take us to halftime. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Thanks, fellas. The end of a very intriguing first 2 quarters of football in Memphis. And I get it. A lot of coaches will say the difference between winning and losing comes down to stopping big plays and getting big plays. But if you ask me, it's more about how good you are on 3rd down and how efficient you are in keeping drives alive. Those 2 stats can help you break the will of even the best defenses and help you come out on top. And with that, let's send it back to the fellas at Simmons Bank Liberty Stadium.
Second half just about ready to go, and Marshall will kick it off. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Memphis has the ball back, and the offense ready to go to work. They got plenty done through the air in the first half, and we'll see if they even need to look for balance as we start the 3rd quarter.
Well, and I think defensively, you understand, like, the running game isn't a big part of the plan. I wonder how they adjust and play more coverage to this pass-happy offense.
Yeah, so you're going to have to be ready if you're a quarterback then. You're probably going to see some different coverages. You might see a little bit more blitz in the second half as well, so you have to know where your answers are.
Looking to throw, it's Hennigan. Fires to the big fella. And an absolutely fearless tackle, giving up size, still got him on the turf.
A nice job by the defense there, tackling the catch and smothering the tight end. They know this offense is going to try to find him in the passing game in a lot of different situations. That time, perfect coverage, and nice job bringing the big guy down. Not easy to do.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Wide open downfield. Off he goes. Running through contact. And
by the wide receiver after the catch, making people miss, showing you the speed. Now he set up his offense down in the red zone.
The Tigers headed quickly to the line. From the red zone, looking for a receiver. Gets open down the middle. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
You know, oftentimes these slot receivers, they're not the biggest guys in the world, but they're really good at finding the open spaces in the middle of the field. And you saw that guy attack the defense in the perfect spot, making life easy for his QB.
Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anyway.
Third down conversions are a huge stat, and this one would be a doozy if they can pull it off. From the gun, wants to pass. And makes the grab in the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers.
Nice job by the quarterback finding the big fella in the end zone. He's going to find a hole. He's going to find an opening. That guy's, you got to trust him, and I'm going to throw it up and let him make a play like he did right there.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And with the extra point, they're on top by 18. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they finish it up with a 15-yard scoring toss. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. On the move from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Marshal takes over the ball, the Thundering Herd offense coming out. Leaves it with the running back. Nice move to pick up yardage. Knocked down after picking up 5 out to the 24.
I like it. Just frustrate the defense. Get that 5 to 6 yards. Make them honor the run. Make them know that you're willing to run the football and run it effectively.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Try to get the edge with a quick touch pass. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play.
Really good job by the defense, seeing it and going and getting it. Nice job understanding the touch pass. It can happen. Those guys go in motion, man. I got to understand safety's got to see that, start flying down, getting ready to play that. Nice job by the defense being ready for that play.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. With the catch, it's Brown. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he stopped, and it'll be first down. Oh, man, did he turn that one loose and fired it into the teeth of the zone.
And you know as a quarterback, Reese, when you're throwing it to the perimeter of the field on these curl routes, you've got to have some heat. You've got to have arm talent to get that ball out quickly into the hands of your receiver before all those defenders can get to it. Man, this QB's got a game.
They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right
now. Out of the gun, the running back has it. Just a solid stop by this sophomore. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. To the ground to try to pick up the first. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains. That's the end of the quarter, and Memphis has the lead. And they are starting to pull away as we come to the end of the third quarter. Let's take a look at how we got here. As we start the fourth quarter, it'll take a pretty sizable comeback to win this one. This Marshal offense putting together a nice drive. Quickly to the tight end. And that's a very productive first down play and bringing up 2nd and 3.
And defensively, this is exactly what you want, right? You got the big lead, so you can play big zone coverages. Just keep the ball in front of you. Keep your eye on the quarterback, rally to the football, gang tackle, and you're going to win this game.
A little bit more to go after that last completion. They'll try to pick it up on 2nd down. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be 3rd down.
You see an incompletion there. I think a big reason why this team is in such a hole right now in the fourth quarter is they have just not been able to find the explosive plays throwing the ball. And you got to wonder at this point, is it too little too late?
They come to the line 3 yards away from the first down marker. They've converted twice on this drive. Going for it all. Reels it in the end zone. Touchdown, Marshal!
Man, diving catches always look sweet, but they look even sweeter when it's for a touchdown. That's shades of Desmond Howard back in the day, winning a Heisman Trophy and making catches against Notre Dame. That was unbelievable.
On to attempt the try. And with the extra point, they draw closer. It's 21-10. So it's an 80-yard drive, and they finish things off with a 44-yard touchdown pass. They've cut into this lead. It's down to 11 as they're set to kick it away. From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Here comes that Memphis offense back onto the field. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Well, it was a good throw. It was a good route, but it was the hit that forced that incompletion.
That last incompletion leaves them with 2nd and 10 from the 21. Off the play fake. Fires to the wideout. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And they'll pick up the first down and mark it at the 47.
Defense just hasn't had an answer for this guy. He has been on point. This is about as good as I've seen him play at the quarterback position. And here in the fourth quarter with a big lead, he's still taking shots.
Memphis picking up the tempo. Looking for a man. It's Hennigan. He finds his man. And how about that catch and run? So dangerous, this guy. He just keeps piling up numbers with completion after completion in this standout performance.
And I think some people might say late in the game, you got the win, everything's in hand, be a little bit conservative, or you just say, I'm just going to keep doing me. And what I do with this offense is throw the football all over the yard, and I'm going to try to win me a big trophy at the end of the year.
He'll pull it on the read. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry.
Well, they were trying to set up the option, but the quarterback had no chance. Did you see the defensive tackle penetrate? What a great first step. He shot right through the offensive line and got the TFL.
Clock continues to run, and they'll be happy to wind it all the way down before they snap it. He'll do it himself. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
Nice job there by the QB on the zone read because he's watching the D lineman, and he knows he has to keep the football, and then he right away takes it upfield to get some positive yards.
Defense showing plenty of pre-snap movement of their own. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this offense is that much closer to salting away a victory. Coming to the line looking for that first down on 3rd and short from the 29. They'll keep it on the ground. They want this clock to move. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Now on 4th down, here comes the field goal team. And they weren't able to get him in the middle of the field, so now a 49-yarder from the right hash. Field goal is good. And they'll push that lead out a little further. So after putting 3 on the board, the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The Marshal offense makes its way back onto the field. They'll throw it on 1st down. He's going up top here late in the game. Hit the afterburners, kid. Touchdown, Thundering Herd! And once he got away from the D, they had no shot at catching it.
And listen, still a ways to go, but great job by this offense getting you back in the ball game. Now, we got a 1-possession game. We got our score. We did what we're supposed to do. Now, how do we get this stopped? Now, the defense has to come up big and get me the rock back.
Lining up for the PAT. And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. That one's going to get a little star marked beside it on the play sheet. 1 play, explosive, touchdown just like that. Trailing by a touchdown here in the 4th, they'll try to get it back with the onside kick. They were ready for the onside kick and executed perfectly. And the ball's on the ground. Marshall takes over the ball, the Thundering Herd offense coming out. They torched this defense with an explosive passing play for a score last time out. Let's see if they go right back at him. What a good run there. He has enough for the 1st down.
I love when players understand situations and they understand where the 1st down marker is and they understand where I got to get to. A lot of people you'll see run north-south and try to bounce out wide and make big plays. Sometimes it's not about making big plays. Sometimes it's about getting that 1st down to make sure I get an extra set of downs instead of trying to make those big touchdown runs.
Catch in the middle, it's Brown. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be 2nd and just a few breaths away from the 1st down. And they'll come to the line just needing a few chain links for a 1st down. Quickly complete. And he gets out of bounds to stop the clock as the offense moves closer, trying to pull it out.
Where's the defense on that last play? It's a 2-minute situation. You've got the guy making the catch in the middle of the field. You've got to tackle him in bounds and keep this clock moving. Somehow they were able to let him get outside and stop the clock. That just can't happen.
Comes out throwing on 1st down. Unloads to the wideout. Right on the money to the outside. He dragged the toe, and how about the ball placement? Only the receiver could get it. Precision execution there to work the sidelines, pick up the 1st down, and stop the clock.
Yeah, great job by the offense. You got to understand the situation. The clock is the enemy late in the ball game. Got to have a score. Like you said, Reese, work the outer part of the field so I can catch the football and get out of bounds.
Throws to the wideout. Snagged in the middle. It's Fitzpatrick. He's there to make the stop, but not before. He sets up this offense 1st and goal from the 7.
Man, this quarterback is going to have to be deadly accurate here in this 2-minute situation, right? And that's really what he's had to be all game long. He hasn't had a lot of yards because the coverage has just been so tight. He's had to be pinpoint perfect. It's been hard just to find completions, no doubt. It's going to be the same thing here in this 2-minute drive.
They've got it down to the 3-yard line. Really well done on that throw and catch. The offense will quickly use a timeout. They've got it down to the 3. Now it's 2nd and goal. He's looking to throw. They're bringing heat. That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They've been trying all game long, different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there, but on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy, and that's why the ball falls in.
On 3rd and goal, they'll try to throw it in. And he can't find anyone open, and down he goes. A sack here late in the 4th.
Plays like that are the type of plays that win you games. Bottom line, here we are, it's late. It's a close game. It's a huge 3rd down, and somebody's got to step up and make the play.
Down in the final period in a tight game, and they will go for it on 4th and goal. Fires to the end zone. Touchdown, Herd! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
Man, you did the hard part. What a drive, putting points together, getting 6. Now, what are you going to do? Decision time. Do you want to go for the win right now, go for the 2-point conversion, or kick this thing and go into overtime with seconds running down on the clock?
Now this to tie it up, heading to the break. Timeout is called, and the clock is down to 8. The extra point can tie it up, headed to halftime. And that extra point was good, and we are deadlocked here in the 4th. They put together a 74-yard touchdown drive, and they've tied it up in the final seconds. Looks as if we might be headed for overtime. Here comes the kickoff as we are all tied up in the 4th quarter. Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. Memphis has the ball back, and the offense ready to go to work. Okay, long way to go here. Are you content to play for overtime, David?
And that's the question. Don't make the mistake here. You can be aggressive, Jesse, but you better be cautious.
Yeah, I think taking a shot, I feel pretty good about it here. You know, give your guys an opportunity. Crazier things have happened.
All right, guys, so here we go in overtime, and just to refresh everyone's memory, alternating possession starting on the opponent's 25.
And it's so nice to be on defense first, just to set the tone, to understand what you need. Try to hold them to a field goal. The offense knows they can do their job to go out and get a win. Just 2 possessions, Palmer. Like, you got to be at your best.
Yeah, and I love the new rules, too, because in the 3rd overtime possession, it goes to alternating 2-point plays, back and forth. Who's got anything left in the tank here in OT?
They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. If he houses this, it's ball game. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception. Well, guys, let's play some more. Headed to overtime.
And this just feels right. Both of these teams going back and forth. So, of course, David, this thing needs to get decided in OT.
Let's see who's better. Short amount of time to do it. A couple possessions, probably, maybe 1 possession each. Who's the better team?
Got him downfield. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go.
The receiver, downfield, offense.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. To throw, it's Hennigan. He's looking deep. Pulls it in inside the 10. They make the tackle, but he's got a fresh set of downs, and it's 1st and goal from the 7. He's just winning that matchup in the slot every time.
And when you put him in the slot, Reese, he's closer to the quarterback. It's an easier throw. We can run in, we can run out, and really take advantage of his versatility of the guy at that slot position.
They'll run it on 1st and goal. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line. Offense trying to pay it off on 2nd and goal. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. 3rd down coming.
I love the quick decision the QB made there on that RPO, knowing he wanted to get it out of his hands fast. He just needs to make a more accurate throw moving forward.
3rd and goal now. They have to take care of the football, and we assume line up for the game-winning field goal attempt. Unleashes to the end zone. He got it in. A walk-off touchdown in overtime.
And how about that? His 2nd receiving touchdown of the ball game. Find ways to get your athletes the ball. They'll do the rest. That's number 2. They better start playing some better defense, or number 3 is coming soon.